Well, hello viewers. My name is Ajay Pandey. I'm a faculty member at the Finance and Accounting area of Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. I'm here to introduce you to a program which we are planning to launch, titled Executive Program in Business Finance. Now, I am one of the coordinators of the program, and I am here to introduce the program to you as a potential participant. The objective is to basically lay out as to why we are launching this program, whom it is meant for, what do we intend to cover, and how does it help you. So broadly under these four themes, I would like to first introduce, we have been doing, of course, a range of executive education program, and this is just a part of that broad portfolio of such programs which we offer from the institute. As you know, because of COVID-19, we are forced to launch most of these programs in online mode, but just to sort of complete the story, that this is not something which we are doing for the first time. There have been already two versions of the program which I am going to talk about, which were done in online or in fact blended mode, even when the COVID-19 effect was not there. Okay, so having said this, I guess let me lay out what is the objective of this program. Basically over the years we have recognized that a large number of professionals start off their corporate careers after kind of acquiring skill sets and qualifications which could range from engineering to let's say legal or anything, marketing, sales, but at some point of time in their career they feel that they would require more commercial and financial skills for them to take up positions which require taking overall business responsibility. And in that context, we have always sort of felt that there is a need of a program. Of course, there are programs called finance for non-finance people which are offered, but I'll point out that in what sense our offering is different. So having seen that there is a need of this kind of program, we designed this program about 3 years back with a top-down perspective. What do I mean by top-down perspective? We start not from the basics of accounting and finance. We start from the business side, the strategy side, the what are the sources of value, how the firms try and compete, and what is the basis on which they are seeking to do better than their competitors. So the finance and accounting function just fits in that broader schema wherein the firms are trying to deliver value to their customers and to their shareholders. So in that sense, we come from top-down perspective. Of course, we do cover the entire gamut of finance and accounting, starting from, let's say, financial accounting, then how do managers can use accounting information for decision making, for control purposes, and then we move on to develop the understanding of financial markets and how does any firm interact with the financial markets in order to achieve its business objectives, a topic called corporate finance, and then we move on to risk management as to what kind of different risk firms are exposed to and how can they manage it and how can they sort of add value by mitigating, by allocating risk and so on. We also develop understanding of what drives the value of the firm, what are the value drivers. So there is a topic on that module. Formally, we have about 10 modules of this kind, 2 of which are non-conventional, commercial negotiation and strategic management. Remaining 8 are broadly within the ambit of finance and account. So I'll list them: financial accounting, managerial accounting, financial markets, corporate finance, then risk management, evaluation of firms, corporate governance. These are 8 modules which are basically classical finance and accounting modules. 2 are basically to provide the perspective of why is finance and accounting important for most of the managers who are aspiring to assume overall business responsibility. So having said this, so this is the program design and content, and obviously I've laid out as to for whom it is meant, that is those who are seeking the overall business responsibility and may or may not have had let's say exposure formally to finance and accounting, or even if they had, they have sort of lost the touch and so on, so it's a refresher for them. So these two aspects I have already covered. How does it help? I mean, obviously I've already laid out that it helps those who are looking at assuming P&L responsibility, that is those who are going to be responsible for profit or loss of whatever part of the business they are entrusted with to take up such a responsibility. In terms of profile, the profile, it could be mostly people not from finance background, but we have seen that even sometimes finance professionals also gain value out of such a program, and we had at least about 10% audience of or 10% participants which are of that type, because then they are possibly ready for assuming higher responsibility. In terms of logistics, we intend to start off the program I think in the middle of November. It is going to be 17th November, and we expect to end the program by end of March. The classes would be on the weekends, not on Saturday and Sunday, but Friday and Sunday. The timing would be 6:30 to 9:30 or thereabout. So 3 hours in the evening, basically on Friday and Sunday. Hope some of you, those who are viewing this, and if they have interest, they can follow up with us or with the JARO, which is our partner in this offering this program. Hope to see some of you there when we launch the program on 17th of November.